Great. Should have got the Tempest to drop us over there. Sigh.
Pathfinder, while interacting with that console, I detected the presence of a complex network, connected via a central command hub.
A hub? You mean we found Meridian's controls?
Most likely, however, the hub is dark, deactivated.
See what Meridian's all about. We can start by finding its central hub.
Pathfinder, we are looking at the central command hub I detected earlier. As with the monoliths and vaults, the hub is connected to the two neighboring towers.
So activating the towers will also activate the command hub.
So we could bring Meridian online right now? Forget scouting, let's do that.
Cat won't like that.
Activating a vault has previously activated a purification field. Perhaps Meridian is similar.
Let's head to those towers and see what we can find.
Pathfinder, interfacing with that console has activated a gravity well.
Look at that.
Pathfinder, I'm picking up radio interference. A Ket signal.
Alert! The detected signal was a decoy. Keter Zero has been infiltrated. All units are to focus on incapacitation and capture of the Pathfinder.
At least we got a little bit of a head start.
Heading over.
And we're on the move!
Here we go! Head above us! We're completely open! I wonder if there's a broken Atmo processor somewhere that's causing this downpour.
Stop fussing. A little rain won't kill you.
command hub. Probably need to check out those other two towers.
Which way?
Weird readings coming from that anomaly.
How long have the Ket been squatting here?
Long enough, I imagine.
Ugh. Looks kind of gross, doesn't it?
Detecting high levels of Scourge energy. Be careful.
Remnant stomped the Ket hard.
Probably deserved it.
I'm starting to really hate these things.
I don't know. I think they're cute. Except for the shooting part.
Remnant signal detected. There may be a usable network node nearby.
And we're on the move. That pillar looks familiar.
We've been here before, right? No.
Ground zero, I'm guessing.
Pathfinder, it appears the energy waves from these craters contributed to the Scourge throughout Helios.
So whatever happened here caused the Scourge to erupt all across the cluster.
Yes, Pathfinder.
Huh, so the Remnant builders messed up somehow.
Or someone attacked them with it.
This place is a labyrinth. You sure we haven't been this way before?
Gotta do better than this. Have to rush around defending ourselves from Ket. It would be nice to take our time and really look at this stuff.
at all this remnant stuff. It's like my birthday.
Detecting low levels of power, Pathfinder. A scan may help identify conduits.
I see the conduits. Some kind of pattern here. Wow, I think that's fried. Will it even work?
Come on, I'm sure some of this stuff's still okay.
Damage to parts of the system are preventing power-up.
Can we reroute past the damage?
That may work, Pathfinder. Boosting trace signals.
Some kind of glyph on this thing.
It matches the pattern on the main console, Pathfinder.
Let's see about rerouting the power past all the damage. That triggers remnant defenses, Pathfinder. One more try at rerouting this power.
Incoming hostile. Incoming hostile.
Nice. So far, so good.
Excellent. Think that's it?
The primary console should work now, Pathfinder. Provisional repairs are complete, Pathfinder.
Only one way to know for sure.
Translating. Flight control systems online. Welcome, Administrator.
I don't like this. We should get out of here.
Restoring the systems appears to have reactivated something else nearby.
I can see that, Sam, and I don't think it's good. Look at it. It's like one of those derelicts we've seen. Only no longer derelict.
Translating. Exploration vessels on standby. We have seen remnant ships, but none in working condition. It says it cannot retrieve commands from the Meridian engine.
Huh. Meridian engine. Sam, do you know what... They're going to be trouble.
Ryder, you also activated the remnant defenses.
Ryder, I detect a surge of energy on the scans. The section you're in lit up like Mardi Gras. Sure, Mardi Gras, except for jazz, fun, and not being shot at. What's going on? Are you all...
Can't talk right now! Down. We're good here. The Kett are probably waiting out there for us, so stay alert.
Gotcha. Look at all those lights.
I've seen a lot, but this is something else. One more tower to go before the hub powers up.
Will activating Meridian benefit the Kett in some way?
The Archon's forces have been here for years. They're nowhere close to being able to...
Bridge is out.
This is a lot of defenses. It's like there's a gun around every corner.
Just the way I like it.
Isn't going well.
This place will be blinding.
I know! I can't wait to see it.
Hostile shuttle.
One tower left.
Whoa! Plants!
Thorn would love this.
Remnant signal detected. There may be a usable network node.
towers. We need to activate both to reach Meridian's core. That's a lot of Ket equipment. Looks like they set up camp.
Big guns! Watch out! Shit! Look out! Reinforcements!
I think that's the last of them. For now. Giant mushrooms? What is this place? Someone get the lights? What the hell?
Translating. Pattern 1-3. Viability 56.2%. Genetic template transmitted for testing.
Were they performing experiments on them?
Running an analysis on the glyphs. These bodies are prototypes from genetic blueprints, each more refined than the last. Using Meridian, they designed a species that would live in this cluster.
The Angara. They created life? Then everything we've seen, we were just scratching the surface. This revelation could shatter a people's worldview. The Moshae will know how best to break this to her people. So Meridian is not just about terraforming. It's capable of creating life. But why do something like this?
I can say nothing about the Remnant Builders' ultimate purpose.
They created life. The Archon could twist that around, destroy life. Helios is home. For the Angara and for us. Together we can stop the Archon from destroying it. We'd better get to those controls. If we crack Meridian's controls first, we make sure the Archon can't use it.
Y'all used to be told about the Angara. What we learned.
I know. We'll tell Jal and let him decide how to spread the news to his people.
The Archon knows about the Angara. That's gotta be why the Keter here.
So, we'll be able to get into the command hub now? Alright, 2 towers going. Should get us into Meridian's main control room.
It's working. Gun's gone. It was hiding something, though.
It's amazing. Look at it all.
Much longer. Tell the Archon he's next.
I think we got them all.
studying this place. Damn it, Kent beat us here.
We did the work. They don't get to reap the benefits. Crap!
What do you think we're going to find?
No idea, but that looks like a gravity well.
Meridian Central Command! It's amazing!
Finally.
Whoa! I think we saw that from space. Wonder what's in there.
Heading over.
Translating. Connection lost. Meridian engine not found.
Sam, is there damage here? Can we restore systems like we did
I'm
before?
sorry, Pathfinder. Systems are intact, but they are searching for a component that doesn't appear to exist.
What do you mean doesn't appear to exist?
One moment, Pathfinder. I have found something. Translating. Final Administrator log. The opposition's weapon may cause widespread damage. All our weapons, our ships, will not be able to protect us. Protect my goal. We need to disengage Meridian from Command Core, which will remain here to draw fire. Meridian contains all the work of the Jardaan. Nothing else matters. I will send it far. We can return one day. Continue the process of renewal. End of log.
So, this isn't Meridian. Huh. The Archon was wrong. That's funny. I mean, it's horrible. But it's funny the asshole had no idea. We'll be able to bring it back, right?
We gotta move, now!
Get ready, we're getting out of here. Sam, find me another exit, away from the Ked!
There is no other exit, Pathfinder. However, the Remnant City is not without defenses, and this is its central command.
Remnant defenses. Of course. Use them against the Ked. Sam! Now!
Archon wants that one. Destroy the rest.
Watch your backs! It's one of those that can cloak!
I can still smell that Kett stench.
Think you're so sneaky, don't you? Think you're so... Tag you! Don't forget the rest of those cats! It's one of those that can cloak!
I can still smell that Kett stench.
Lost visual on the leader! I knew those Kett were trouble the minute I saw them! But what about Meridian?
Kill Kett, then talk.
Got you! Don't forget the rest of those Kett! Lost visual on the leader! Come on, where are you? I know you're around here somewhere. Got you! So sneaky, don't... Got you! Don't forget the rest of those cats! Lost visual on the leader!
Ground team, is everyone all right?
Everyone accounted for.
We saw everything from orbit. It was incredible. The entire city lit up. The scans went wild.
And Ryder? The Kett are retreating. Whatever you did, it worked.
They got the ass-kicking they needed. Hand-delivered by us.
Given your command over the Remnant's defenses, Pathfinder, I predict the Kett will not attempt to recapture the city.
Any progress on Meridian? Have you got it working yet?
This isn't Meridian. Or at least, not all of it. Hard to explain. We'll brief you later. So Meridian's gone, but shouldn't this thing know the nav point of where it went?
Contact with the Scourge will have altered Meridian's original path. It would take countless years to determine its current location.
All this Remnant tech around us. The Jardan had to have a plan.
I don't think they had much time for a plan.
Well, if the Scourge is messing things up, maybe that's where we should look.
What are you thinking, kid?
I don't know yet. We'll have to think about it.
You heard Kello. The Kett are running from us.
That just means we need to push forward before they can recover. We have to find Meridian. The real one. Sam, collect all the data you can. Radio the Tempest for extraction. This is going to take work, and it's going to take all of us.
Pathfinder, you seem well.
Just get to the point. We both know what you're going to say.
Perhaps. Perhaps not. We know you defied us. You went for Meridian in direct violation of initiative orders, even though our reasons were quite clear. Yet, you were correct, Ryder. We should have trusted your instincts. You have proven time and again that you deserve the title of Pathfinder. I have never been so glad to be wrong.
I appreciate your encouragement, and your candor.
I'm told there are still obstacles to reaching Meridian. The initiative stands ready to provide whatever support you need.
Pathfinder, if you're done with your call to the Nexus, I'd like to talk to you. I think I've found a way for us to find Meridian.
You seem tired.
Pulled an all-nighter processing the data we received from the Remnant City. It's...
Don't push yourself too hard. Someone's gonna keep me pretty.
Extremely quick thinking for a human. You saw the...
I'm still trying to make sense of everything we learned at the Remnant City. I can't believe the Angara are designed. What are the implications?
Far too many to sift through at once. It's mostly for the Angara to figure out.
I can't imagine what this will mean to them. Helios is more and more interesting every minute. Anything you want to talk about before we head back into it?
I've been having zero-G daydreams.
Me too. Want to find a discreet place and make the dream a reality?
Absolutely.
Back to business, Pathfinder.
Thanks for chatting. We'll talk again later.
You know it.
Pathfinder. Just the person I wanted to see. Meridian. Set on a path its creators, disrupted by the Scourge, now lost. An unmanned ship is at the mercy of ocean currents. Now, think of Meridian as the ship, and the Scourge as the ocean. If we can somehow predict the currents and track them, we could figure out where the ocean's taken the ship.
That's genius. The Scourge is the sea, moving objects around.
It's not a precise analogy, of course, but it illustrates the point.
Dr. Anwar's suggestion may indeed be our best chance of finding Meridian. The more we know about the Scourge, the better we can predict how it affects the things it comes in contact with.
We'll need better data. Probes for the Scourge, and Garen star charts.
The Initiative made charts of Helios from the Milky Way 600 years back. Perfect baseline.
I can compare that to Helios at present. It'll give us numbers, but one set won't be enough.
Sam, what exactly do we need right now?
Readings from within the Scourge itself, collected by probes planted at key points. Once enough data is collected, we'll need Initiative resources for mining and analysis. Once that is done, I can build a predictive model that will recalculate Meridian's path.
Well, sounds like a fine plan. I guess we won't know for sure unless we give it a shot. Everyone's counting on us. Let's bring them home.
The Nexus science team is completely blown away by what you found in the Remnant City. Back in the Milky Way, did it feel like this when you were out looking for Prothean artifacts?
Are you kidding? This is way better.
I wouldn't have said it, but I'm glad you did. No offense to the Protheans. You know, the discovery of the Angaran origins have made me think hard about creation. If the Jardan were capable of creating life, then what does that say about God?
You're wondering if he could be just a scientist?
What if our creator is just like the Jardan, advanced but mortal, fallible?
If you want to keep believing in a higher power who isn't just an advanced species, you'll find a way. You haven't had proof of a god before now. Why would this change that? Your faith will bridge the gaps.
You're saying I'll find some way to convince or delude myself?
No, I wasn't really saying that.
Ryder, don't be silly. Even if you didn't mean it, you were. That's what faith is. And I'm okay with that. I want to believe in something bigger than I am. So I will. Strangely, that makes me feel better about the whole thing. Picking up something. Probe away.
Intense Scourge activity is common in this area. Might be worth planting a probe. Data collection probe ready for placement.
Anomaly on sensors. Probe away. Tracking a huge mineral deposit. Anomaly on sensors. Deploying probe. Anomaly found. Anomaly on sensors. Deploying probe. Satellite detected.
A lonely system. It's almost lost in the Scourge.
What else could be lost out there? Anomaly detected. Deploying probe. Detecting what's left of a ship. I'm picking up something. Deploying probe. Anomaly found. Anomaly on sensors. Deploying probe. Tracking a huge mineral deposit. Anomaly on sensors. Deploying probe. I found something.
Entering atmosphere. LZ in sight.
The reports didn't do this world justice. It's ethereal.
Director Addison, I imagine you have concerns that we haven't placed a full outpost?
Frankly, it's impressive you weren't covered in vines on landing. Given the planet's significance to the Angara, it's appropriate that we assist, but not place an outpost. And the stability you brought? I received a thank you from Aya. That may be the first time I've heard those words in Andromeda.
It's not just about being a good neighbor. Their stability helps us in the long term.
Practical and true. Ledgers don't understand that nuance, but I do. Havarl helps. Outpost or not, we're gaining. We need another, but we're gaining. It's promising, and a lot of people have noticed. I still need your voice. Something they can think about instead of an outpost flag.
We're still here. Still doing important work.
Then tell them that.
We came here as pioneers, but we're not the only ones in Helios. And that means even better discoveries. On Havarl, we can work together. First contact doesn't end, and it isn't someone else's job. It's here.
Into the books, Pathfinder. Addison out.
Did you find anything about my sister?
Your sister was moved across Havarl. This data drive should have the specifics.
Thank you. With all this information, I could see Amara again. But the thought of leaving frightens me. This is my home. If I leave, I abandon my duties. What if I never get to come home again?
Everyone gets scared. It passes. Amara's your sister.
And home is often a person, and not a place. I will swallow my fear. Thank you for this. For helping an old man.
Leaving Havarl. Bridge is yours, Pathfinder. I think Lexi wanted to speak to you.
It's my night off.
I don't remember approving that.
I can break bones just as well as I can mend them, Pathfinder.
What are you reading?
Harry's latest report on Scott. He's a troublesome patient.
So you're not really taking the night off?
Work-life balance has never been my strong suit.
You're in a new galaxy. Perfect time to change old habits.
If only it were that simple. How do you do it? Be both Sarah and the Pathfinder.
Pathfinder, Doctor, they're just titles, not who we are.
I don't know who I am if I'm not a doctor.
You're only, what, 200 years old? You've got time to find out.
I'm in engineering.
I just feel better. Got a minute? I could use a favor.
Sure, what do you need?
I kept thinking about Sarissa and my not being a Pathfinder. And the thinking turned into a project on Eos. Can you help me finish it?
What kind of project?
I'll put the nav points in the helm. Come along and I'll show you.
So my buddy Jill, who, by the way, can't stop singing your praises, wants to have a baby. And, stop me if you've heard this one before, she asked me if I'd father it.
Wow, that's huge.
Right?
What the hell are you going to do?
I don't know. I'm still in the freaking out phase. Would it be totally crazy if I said yes?
I don't think it's crazy.
I mean, we're already family. I get her, she gets me, and we support each other unconditionally.
Wanting to give someone what they want most in the world is love, Gil.
I hear you. And you know I've been thinking about it, Ryder. Becoming a dad. I don't want to just be a donor. Bringing a kid into the world wouldn't be enough for me. I'd want to raise the child with Jill.
Sounds like you know what you want.
Yeah. It's funny, you can think until you're blue in the face. Sometimes you just gotta trust your gut.
I'm very happy for you, Gil. For both of you.
Thanks, Ryder. Or should I say, Auntie Pathfinder.
More tests? You said... Doc, I'm...
Just let her worry about you, old man. Still waiting on our visit to Aya. Useful, but also fun. Looking forward to it.
We'll talk later.
I know it.
So you can fix it?
It's just editing a config file. You could probably fix it.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Honor to meet you, Pathfinder. Initiative Pilot Marixus. I run supplies to your outposts.
What brings you to Aya?
For survival supplies, only Aya has. I'm waiting on clearance to enter the city, but it's taking too long. I understand their caution, but the outposts need these supplies. I have to get them, now.
They let me into the city. I can help.
I appreciate that. To start, EOS needs a way to produce food to support population growth. They've requested Kiloa seeds to begin their own crops. There's an agricultural scientist who might sell some.
I'll make sure to get those seeds.
Vol's power grid is lagging without proper solar input. A solar amplifier would give them a boost. The solar technicians here may have the required parts.
I'll see what I can find.
When you have... Pathfinder, this is a tremendous honor. I must express my admiration for all you've done. Crossing the void between galaxies, navigating the Scourge to find Aya. Incredible.
The odds were against us, that's for sure.
Yet here we are, strangers from different galaxies conversing in friendship. Extraordinary. I am Mariko Darej, Chief Voneron.
A Voneron? That's very... I don't know what.
Ah, linguistics, not my strength. I am a celestial observer, charting the movements of stars, planets, and the Scourge.
An astronomer. You know the safe routes out there?
We deploy satellites that alert us to new hazards and opportunities. But we've lost contact with several key observers. They've simply stopped. I sent a vessel to scan their last known locations, but nothing's been found. Your Tempest is highly advanced. I hoped you could aid our search.
Even Pathfinders need a good map. I'll look into it.
I knew you'd understand. I'll provide search nav points. And when I can finally reconcile our charts with fresh satellite data, I'll gladly share all we have.
Pathfinder, did you make it to Hervarel?
I found this Angaran helmet. Does it mean anything to you?
This is a pre-Dark Age design. Do you see the black marks? The Scourge targeted this pilot's ship. Stars, it's perfectly preserved. I can almost imagine the pilot. He must have been so afraid. I've never seen one of these intact. Do you know how rare this is? I can't even begin to repay you.
Why would the Scourge target that ship?
It must have been a remnant vessel, or maybe there's remnant tech in the helmet itself. Can you imagine? Our ancestors using the remnant. You know, Pathfinder, this gets me thinking. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't even know that helmet existed. What if that's not all we're missing? There could be a wealth of history just out of our reach. So, I'm requesting your help again.
Just tell me what I need to do.
I've led digs on every Angaran homeworld, but there are places I've missed. Areas only a Pathfinder could go. There could be relics sitting untouched for centuries because no one could reach them. What I ask is this. If you ever find yourself in an area like that, you keep an eye out for artifacts.
That's it?
That's it. Keep me in mind as you explore, and bring me anything of interest.
It'd help if I knew where to look.
The worlds we've inhabited are Vold, Kadara, and Eladin. I've searched them all, but each had obstacles preventing me from looking everywhere.
You're the expert. Can't you just come with me?
I'd like to, more than anything, but I'm needed here. My predecessor trusted me to stay and carry on his work, to find answers. No matter how much I miss the adventure, I have a responsibility here.
A few hidden relics coming up.
I don't know what I'd do without you. I'll be here if you find anything. Good luck.
I'll come back when I have something.
Stars guide your travels. Hello, Pathfinder. Any good news for me?
You said the helmet was touched by the Scourge? What does that mean?
I forget your people weren't around for that. When the Scourge appeared, it targeted remnant ships, broke down their technology. With the drive cores disabled...
The ships crashed.
But that may not be all. The Scourge leaves a mark on whatever it touches. If it touched this helmet, perhaps the pilot was the target. There may be remnant tech inside the helmet.
Or in the pilot.
Storms. I hadn't even thought of that.
I'll come back when I have something.
Stars guide your travels.
Good to be back here, ready to hit those scans.
What am I looking for?
Moran called out supplies that may have useful properties for our tech. Just need to get Sam's eye on them. Take a stroll. Enjoy the market. Nav sent.
Exaltation is just another word for how the Kett kill us.
And if you're wrong? If we've been killing for them without realizing it?
I saw a Kett up close when they attacked. It was nothing like our people.
I've seen different types of Kett. They could be exalting multiple species.
Anything they transform is an abomination. We have to destroy the creatures.
Thank you for that. Insight, Pathfinder. The issue facing us is complex. Come, my friends. Deliberate with me. Not today, Nexus. Pathfinder.
Liam?
God damn it.
What's going on?
Nothing to worry about. Just come grab a table with me. Pathfinder, you're good here. We'll worry about the data another time.
Liam, what's going on?
I, figured we should end up somewhere nice and open. You were being cased.
Are you getting me in trouble? What was this about?
We're not in trouble exactly, but I don't blame them for being angry. I wanted to get data that would help yields at our outposts. Moran told me what to scan, but I called it off. I still owe her, but it's better than pissing off some gouging hardliner. Sorry I didn't clue you in. It's a security thing. Food is security.
Liam, I deserve better than having this sprung on me mid-market.
You're right, of course, you're right. And the Angara are right too. The last people who showed up out of the blue were the Ket, the ultimate users. I don't want us getting lumped in with them, and I really, really don't want to ruin the market. I like coming here. Just enjoying time with you. Feels normal. About time something did.
Let's focus on the good. I like being with you too.
Another day saved with a few words. You remain amazing. But let's just see a vid next time. I have a Hanar romance I've been saving. Sheen of the Dawn.
The uncut version is banned, but it's just 6 minutes of iridescence.
Oh, you haven't seen the subtitled bootleg. But I can't show you that until...
Until...
Third date?
Does this count?
Yes. Yes, it does.
Put a layer of security between yourself and danger.
I really wonder what would have happened if we hadn't found Aya. The people here have been so generous. Honestly, they didn't need to be.
Seems like sharing's a big thing in Angaran culture.
Makes you wonder how they welcomed the first cat, doesn't it? It probably backfired horribly. But here they are, helping out more aliens. Now it's up to us not to betray that trust, I suppose.
Weird question. You don't have any Kiloa seeds, do you?
Yes, I do. Need some?
Increase your odds of survival. Where are you? The Moshae said you'd want to hear my experience with the Ket, to learn from it.
I do. Tell me about it.
They had just arrived. I was on a civilian shuttle to Volt when we received a message. The spaceport was on lockdown. Security concerns due to the Ket. We were supposed to land on a nearby moon and wait for the all clear. Instead of landing, the shuttle captain turned back. Something felt wrong, he said. Later we learned it was a Ket transmission to isolate us for capture. The captain had saved our lives.
You can't have been more than a child when that happened.
I was old enough to know life would never be the same.
Ven? Thought you'd be in a Resistance holding cell.
That was Ephra's plan. He wanted to throw me down a hole once he got his precious answers. The Moshae convinced him to release me here. I volunteer and they let me see sunlight.
You didn't trade one cell for another, after all. And you get fresh air.
And servitude, dressed up like forgiveness. The Moshae keeps her high ground, and I'm the traitor who gets a second chance.
It's better than what Sloan would have done to you.
Lucky me. I should get back to work. They're not paying me to stand around. Oh, that's right. They're not paying me at all.
Ambassador, I trust our people had a smooth transition to Aya.
The Angara have been gracious. Everything's going well.
Good. Keep me updated. Tan out.
I've never lied to a director before. Pathfinder, it's a pleasure. I'm Ambassador Riala, Chief Diplomat for the Initiative on Aya. I was removed from Cryo specifically for this. Quite the wake-up call.
I know what it's like, jumping out of the cryopod and into the fire.
You've had it far worse. My condolences on your loss. I hear you're to thank for our new ties with Aya. This is our best shot at an alliance. Now we just need to keep our people from wrecking it, no matter how hard they try.
If something's wrong, I need to know.
Maybe you can help me fix it. A Solarian botanist named Sorvis Len is here, learning how to improve our crops. He sent an urgent comm, saying a member of the Angaran resistance had threatened him.
What happened?
I'm not sure. Sorvis is an excellent scientist, but not the best communicator. I'm concerned this could escalate if someone doesn't look into it, but I don't have the staff to spare.
I can go settle things. I'm a friendly face for both sides.
That would be helpful. With any luck, we can prevent this from getting worse.
How did the Jardaan factor into the new alliance?
Between you and I, we all stumbled onto something much bigger than us. We'll have to be even more careful. If these Jardaan ever show up, we need a plan.
A plan?
What happens when they find someone new on their turf? They were formidable enough to create an entire civilized species. Not someone I want as an enemy.
That's all for now.
I'm here if you need anything.
You work on the solar panels. Do you have an amplifier for solar energy?
Nothing as big as these, but I have a smaller one on hand. Do you need it?
The Moshae said you remember when the Kett arrived.
My father's oldest friend was chosen to be Volt's ambassador to the Kett. The day he left, they embraced as brothers. All the Kett sent back was his badge, and a holo recording I wasn't allowed to watch. I was too young to understand why everyone was scared, why my father mourned for months.
Why kill an ambassador and risk retaliation?
They told us it was retaliation for Havarl's attack on their envoy. Havarl received the same story, but in that one, We were the aggressors. We were so busy blaming each other. We were divided when the Kett launched their assault. They'll try the same with you. Be ready.
So, that wave we were expecting.
I found Kiloa seeds for Eos. Is this enough?
It's perfect. I'll make sure Eos gets them.
Here, I found the solar amplifier for Vold.
They'll be happy to see this. No more power outages. Thank you, Pathfinder.
The Moshai said we should speak. You remember the Kett's arrival?
One of them came to our city on a vow to offer lavish gifts. We lined up along the street to watch the alien walk with our ambassador. As it passed, it stopped and knelt in front of me. I still dream of what it said. Young one, you are meant for greatness.
Now I know why my arrival had everyone on edge.
When I saw you walk with Paran through our city, I hoped the guards would kill you. I will never trust outsiders again.
I can't work under these conditions. What does it take to be left alone?
Ambassador Rialis sent me to check on you. You reported that someone in the Resistance threatened you. Tell me exactly what happened.
I didn't know Riala was sending the Pathfinder. I deserve no less, of course. I was measuring the photonic dispersal from the canopies when some random brute interrupted me. I asked him to move, and he got nasty. Said it was my fault his friend was dead. Ridiculous.
Do you know what he meant by that?
He ranted nonsense about a vessel and selling slots to outsiders. He got right up in my face and compared me to a Kett. He wanted to kill me. I could see it in his eyes. The whole conversation made no sense. I think he was inebriated.
Sounds like there's more to this. Don't suppose you caught his name?
Didn't ask, didn't want it, didn't need it. When he left, I tagged him with infrared dye from my sample kit. Invisible to the naked eye, but not to a scanner.
I'll scan people around the Resistance headquarters, see if I find him.
You're supposed to represent our interests on Aya. Go, represent. I have work to do.
When I signed on... Thought I'd be building museums, not enjoying alien cultures.
If that should have come to me.
Uxul, I'm all right.
You almost died. What's she doing here?
Relax, I was invited.
So it's true. Aya has opened its doors to outsiders.
Uxul, Ryder rescued me from the Ket. She risked her life to...
Sloane Kelly saved Kadara. Look how that went.
I don't condone what happened on Kadara. But one bad experience doesn't define an entire species.
Your kind has a history of treating each other unfairly. Just ask the Krogan.
How did you?
I've been watching you. You're invaders just like the Ket, except less cautious.
What does that mean?
You'll know soon enough. Do not trust them, Chauvin.
Uxul. He didn't used to be like this. He was curious, brilliant. But the Ket, even without exaltation, they change us.
There's still time to bring him around.
I want to believe that, but his hatred towards aliens...
I'll prove we can be trusted.
I hope so.
Ryder, we just received an emergency recording from EOS. Come to the meeting room when you get back to the Tempest. Ryder, they've got amazing RevTech research going on here.
Sam, what's this?
The decontamination console for visitors to the med center. Touch the start pad to use it. I detect the infrared dye Sorvis Len used to mark the person who threatened him.
I know why you're here. The botanist. You want an apology for what I said to him.
I only have one side of the story. Tell me yours.
It's hard to explain.
Try me?
Aya isn't big enough to give everyone a home. We each live here a short time and then move on. For someone to come, another must go. The exchanges are chosen at random. We call this arrangement the Vassal. Time of change. It worked well. Until now.
You lost someone you cared about. Was it because of the Vassal?
That's one way to see it. When our leaders agreed to make a place for your people here, it came with a cost. My friend won a place on Aya, but he sold that slot so one of you could stay here instead.
Sold it how? What did he get?
Comforts for his family, resources to improve their home on Haval. He always put others before himself. That's how he died, fighting Ket on Vold. When I found out, I was angry. Said things to your botanist I shouldn't have, but I'd never hurt your people.
I believe you, and I'm sorry for your loss. Between us, that botanist is kind of a jerk.
He didn't fear my anger. I respect that.
I'll talk to our ambassador, see if we can minimize our impact on your Vassal.
We don't expect things to be easy. Only that you understand, nothing is free for us.
Sam, is this thing safe?
Yes. The slight ringing in your ears, there's nothing to worry about.
Very reassuring.
Good to see you. Any news on what happened to Sorvis Len?
Do you know about the Vassal? The Angaran lottery that decides who gets to live on Aya.
I've heard of it. Why?
Angara are selling their slots to come here so our people can stay in their place. Including a member of the Angaran resistance. He was killed on Vold. Wouldn't have happened if he'd been here.
No one told me of this arrangement. Oh, we have to do something.
We could let Angara who give up their slots live on the Nexus. It's safer than Vold.
Exactly what I was thinking. No one should suffer on our behalf. Thank you, Pathfinder. I'll forward your proposal to Director Ten immediately.
That's all for now.
I'm here if you need anything.
Ryder, could we talk a moment?
Pathfinder, you have new email.
Ryder, might I borrow your research room access?
What for?
There's a small something I need to take care of. I might need your help if you could.
I'll help if I can.
Suvi, could you take the helm for a little while? I mostly need your authorization to add to the database.
Is that our drive core?
The full blueprint. Only a few are in the system. I had them all by memory. So I drew them out. Every line, all the specs. Gil will be needing them. I won't.
You're still not comfortable with Gil being in charge of your Tempest, are you?
Call it more memories. Of the time that they were going to scrap the whole project. Some engineering consultant kept insisting the ship would never fly right. He used a lot of Gil's arguments. I think that's why this hurts. The others died thinking we won, that their legacy was safe, and I failed them.
You showed us the Tempest through your eyes, why she matters. Even Gil sees it now.
We forget all our technology didn't just appear. Someone invented it. Someone cared. And in the end, someone new always takes up the banner and pushes forward. I need the tech officer's sign-off on these schematics. Any thoughts on how to do this?
A little honesty and humility will go a long way.
Gil, may I get a moment of your time?
I thought we settled this. What's going on?
I saved the Tempest schematics for you. It'll be easier with them on hand.
Seeing her drawn out down to the basics, she's kind of beautiful.
Oh, right. You never saw.
Yeah, look at the arc here. That's artistry. And there.
I think I can handle it.
You're brave.
Hello, Sarah. Have you come to see if I'm finally broken? To see what discovering that my people were invented has done to me?
Just here if you need to talk. I can't imagine what you're feeling.
I've been staring out the window, trying to figure that out.
That's new.
True. Angara are usually very free with our feelings.
Not talking about all Angara. I'm talking about you.
I'm numb. I'm in awe. There's a peace in knowing that though the universe is beyond your understanding, it doesn't need your understanding to function. That you may even have a hidden destiny.
Does it matter? Your people aren't shackled to this new discovery.
I agree. We don't owe anything to the Jardin. Our destiny is our own. I'm not broken, Sarah. I'm excited. The Angara were created for a purpose. We were given vaults and golden worlds. All these advanced tools. And there is nothing the Ket can do about it. The future holds more for the Angara than a never-ending war on the Ket. Much more.
For the Angara. Hell, for all of us. These are amazing, crazy days.
Really crazy. Really amazing. It doesn't matter if we were created by a god.
reborn from our ancestors, or exist as the dream of an AI superpower. This discovery changes nothing except ourselves. And that's
everything.
Come on.
Something I should know about?
Hey, I was just... How you doing? I'm... great, just, I told you I'd screw it up, and I have. Remember Varand? I contacted the Angara? She's gone. The whole group is gone. Sudden. So, yeah, up for a rescue? Because if we don't, we could be next.
Of course, Costa. Why wouldn't I be?
Yeah, because I gave Varand Nexus data and nav points.
Why would you do that?
We need to know how to live here. I tried asking. I tried taking. No one would help outsiders. So I took initiative. Gave her data and tech so she could mod it. Varand was... She is a good risk. But if pirates interrogate her or barter her to the Ket, it's our heads.
This goes south. You're on the hook for it.
I know, and I'll fix it. I got a lead from a trader. A grainy visual. We find that system, we find our bad guys. I also asked Bradley for people to help intercept. I thought they might want to pitch in.
How are a bunch of settlers supposed to help?
That's what he said. We're on our own. I'll forward the visual to the bridge for when you want to start hunting. And... sorry.
So are the Remnant intended to serve them?
Great question.
Too bad we don't have someone on the team who's an expert in solving Remnant mysteries.
Yeah, Ryder ought to enlist someone like that right away.
Suvi, did you ever meet Jen Garson?
Hi there. Just checking in. What's up? Thanks for chatting. We'll talk again later.
You know it.
Prepping VidCon communications.
Suvi, play the full distress call from Prodromos.
Right away.
This is the Initiative Outpost Prodromos on Eos. We're in need of assistance. Tempest, this one is for you. We've got hostiles inbound. No ground activity, but there soon will be. Pathfinder, we need you. Going dark until it's resolved. We're not giving up Eos again. Out.
Could use more information than just hostiles and the worry of escalation.
Could be he's worried it's not a simple attack. If someone's willing to risk attacking Prodromos, your first outpost...
They're trying to make a point. That's the last we heard? Nothing else?
No Ryder, but also no alarms. The orbital buoy isn't showing any major traffic. Bradley's military, all about the prep. I bet it's a brownout to present less of a target.
Keep the nav fresh. I'll be on the bridge soon.
Understood. I really hope my plan to find Meridian works, because if not, I don't know what we'll do.
Don't worry about it. We've figured it out so far, haven't we?
Yes, we have. But that's no reason to... You know what? I'm just going to trust you. You are the Pathfinder, and you've brought us this far. You'll take us home.
What are your thoughts on the origin of the Angara?
You're not the only one who's asked that. It's going around, people saying it's unnatural. Are biotics natural? What about space travel, painkillers, clothing, fire? All of it's made our lives better. Why would I draw the line at life creation tech?
But what about the ethics of the entire thing?
I'd say the act of creation itself is indifferent. The intention behind it is what matters. Create people so they can self-determine and live meaningful lives? Good. Make people to serve as slaves? Bad. Very, very bad.
I have to say I agree.
The Angara are the same, whether evolved or created by some mysterious hand. Not everyone sees that, however. And knowing the Scourge was a weapon meant to destroy the Jardaan makes me wonder. Maybe someone out there really hated what the Jardaan were doing.
I should get back to things.
Sounds good. Anomaly on sensors. Probes launched. Getting a scan.
According to that astronomer on Aya, a satellite should be here.
I'm not detecting anything. If it was here, it's gone.
You mean destroyed?
I mean, gone. Destruction would leave debris. We've got nothing. Let's try another nav point.
Ramos is repeating.
We need a closer look.
I hear that.
Anomaly on sensors.
Descent is green.
Coordinating. Path is calm.
Sorry to keep you in the dark, Pathfinder, but there are eyes on this planet.
We didn't see much traffic from orbit.
It's there. But hopefully you can get ahead of this before it turns into something bad. See you soon. Thanks for coming. Knew you'd be up for it.
I need answers. You said there were hostiles inbound.
We have soldiers. We've handled a raid or two without a sweat. But this is bigger.
4-5, repeat. Stockpile complete. Waiting for beacon. Launch on detection. Repeat. 1, 2, 3.
What am I hearing, Bradley?
Here's my worry. Maybe the raids we've seen were just a decoy, so someone could do a slow tactical build-up in the Black Rock.
Tactical? You mean military?
I mean Rokar. That's why I called you instead of raising the alarm. Even with our defenses, imagine how the Nexus would respond to an assault on our first outpost. That's what the Rokar want. I'm nobody's fool.
I'm sure we can check it out without drawing too much attention.
You're the person for the job. I hope I'm wrong, Pathfinder. I didn't want to bring this kind of thinking to Andromeda. Head to Black Rock Tand. I'll transmit the nav point for the signal.
My sensors are detecting Ket technology, Pathfinder.
I am and I know why here. Your presence is not a threat. I will test you and discard.
Direct acknowledgement. That's progress. Whoa, the Ket built all this? They don't just have a base here. This is a stronghold.
Activating automated forward station deployment. Mining zones in this region are available, Pathfinder. I've added them to your nav system.
Sam, another memory trigger?
One of your father's memories. Is now accessible.
BlackRock signal comes and goes. You've evened out the weather, but I wouldn't call reception clear. EOS still feels frontier. Claimed, but not tamed, we like to say.
Our friend was calling from a Ket bunker. Huh.
We don't know he's a friend.
Well, well. Glad you decided to show.
This your handiwork?
Abso-fucking-lutely. Name's Bain Masani. Ket hunting's a hobby of mine.
We should start a club.
EOS is the perfect spot for it. Planet's a Ket magnet. I've been tracking them down, marking locations to target. You took out the crown jewel, but the bastards still have a presence here. You want to protect that shiny new outpost? You better wipe them out.
I'll do whatever I can to keep Adromos safe.
Glad to hear it. Sending nav points to your Omni tool. Eventually we'll want to hit the crown jewel, their main base. But I don't think you're ready for that yet.
I'm ready.
It's your funeral. I can't stop you from being stupid. Happy hunting, Pathfinder.
Stay safe, Masani.
That's the goal.
Like Ket ahead. We should be careful.
Reminds me of that poem, Lone and Level Sands.
We'll clear the Ket off Eos for good.
These things will be fun to knock over.
Ket signals detected ahead, Pathfinder.
Almost at Blackrock Tand.
Ryder, there is no doubt it's a Rokkar signal.
Understood. Eyes open. Open.
Mining zones in this region are available, Pathfinder. I've added them to your nav system. Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Bradley was right. Rokkar on site.
Monitoring. They'll hold some in reserve.
Noted.
Jaal, are we clear?
You're clear. Still reading Bradley's signal.
Right. Let's see what they were protecting.
Be careful. I doubt this was about piracy.
This signal can call dropships to a precise location.
A Rokkar strategy, Ryder. The scout would have placed the beacon in the center of Prodromos.
Telling Aksul exactly where to strike.
Bradley, Black Rock was a Rokkar scout with a home beacon.
Shit. Glad you put an end to that.
This job is half done. We need to ensure they don't come back.
Not sure what you're asking, Pathfinder. We can't risk our first outpost.
First successful outpost. Eos had two before.
Promise and resilience.
What are you planning?
If they want to attack an outpost, we'll use their beacon and let them. Then finish the job.
The comm array at Site 2 is still intact. You could broadcast from there.
Everyone got that? Rokkar welcoming party at Site 2. Sam, you have a location for this Rokar beacon?
Yes, Pathfinder. Site 2... Communications array.
Well, let's not keep Axul waiting.
Approaching Site 2. Resilience.
It was sold as the one we get right, but it didn't have time to get worn down.
Nav point marked for Rokar signal upload.
Be ready. It'll draw them right to you.
We know this place. They don't.
And they're not taking it. On the move.
Got it.
Starting Rokar signal upload.
Now might be a good time to take cover.
Human, I told you no soon enough. The beacon is live. You couldn't stop our scouts.
They've bought it. Hold until they're on the ground.
Whites of their eyes. Got it.
It's these coordinates.
They're onto us. Where are they going?
I'll tell you. Site 1. We overcharged the power relay to draw them in.
Aksul's not going to be happy about that.
Promise? Here we come. Didn't even finish unpacking.
They were on them from the start.
Aksul! The Pathfinder is coming! Mother of... Everyone prepare to defend!
Sounds like they're losing their support.
Got it. I'll remember this. We're not finished.
You are today, and we'll be ready next time. Come to Prodromos, Pathfinder. We owe you. Again.
Cora wanted to show me the project she was working on. Too bad she's not around. If this is Cora's project, I better wait till she's here. Cora wanted to show me the project she was working on. Too bad she's not around. think there'd be more bodies. Not that I'm complaining.
Huh, you're right.
What if they were removed?
We know the Nexus didn't bother picking up the bodies.
You don't think it could have been the Ket?
Wouldn't put it past them.
Secondary terminals. No access. Sam?
If deployment is standard, main access will be deeper in. Pathfinder, a maintenance bulletin was issued at the time of shutdown.
What does it say?
Run.
Override! Close it!
Don't see a lot of those.
What was it?
Don't know. I shoot, you scan.
Pathfinder, don't know what you did, but Ket are inbound to your location.
Ket and that thing? Son of a... Don't let it grab you! Another dropship with reinforcements. Watch out! This thing is down! We got it!
Still have them off of its handlers. Ket incoming. Site 2 was ready for attacks like that.
Override works, but... Sam, the door was sealed from the outside?
Yes, Pathfinder. It appears lockdown was manual, before the power restrictions.
Why do that? It wouldn't keep anything out. I'm not sure what's worse. This or dying slow like promise.
Happy thoughts, Liam.
Would have stood a better chance if they had a Krogan.
No offense, big guy, but I don't think that would have changed. Schematics for Special Project Sigma. They were building something, but there are parts missing. This must be the project they were salvaging at Site 1. A way to fight the Ket.
No reason.
Got a component for Site 2's project.
God damn it. One of our shuttles ahead.
Worth checking, if only to make sure the Ket... Parts for the Site 2 project. Check.
Straighten out, you piece of junk.
You know, I could tune that prosthetic leg. Maybe even boost it.
Or I could give you your own to mess with.
Fine. Limp if you want.
This alien tech comes in all shapes and sizes, but what's it for?
I like hoodoos. Play it right, you could trick a thresher right into one. Squish.
The camp ahead contains Ket life forms, Pathfinder. Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
The more we know about Ket, the more I hate them.
Kid, you gotta catch up. All things equal, fights are won by the side that starts at 100%, before the other guy knows they're in it.
Hate hard and hate early. That's your life advice?
That, and learn to love fiber.
All Site 2 components are accounted for.
Let's head to Site 2's research station and see what good they do.
Pathfinder?
The Rokar attack is over.
Our military personnel were chafing at the bit. Better to get them patrolling so this never happens again. Special thanks to our friend Jaal. It helps to show we're not all on opposite sides.
We can't assume anyone could be an enemy. That's no way to live.
We're not planning on it.
How's the team holding up?
They know the drill. but it's different when it's home.
Maybe I should say something?
If you like.
I want you to know people will hear about this. Your bravery this day, and every day, will not go unrecorded. I'll make sure there's a commendation in every record. You all deserve it.
So, when do we get back to work?
No awards, asked or expected. We lose sometimes, but if they have the choice to keep going, they'll take it. This wasn't a good day, but it was another day. You gave them that. Your people, Ryder.
Civilians lived here, engineers, but they fought. This was theirs for a while.
Resilience is more than a name. It's our duty now.
A lot of smart people here once. We're their successors.
Got him. You and that research station can put them together.
Ascent is go.
Leaving Atmo. All clear.
Ryder.
Pathfinder, you have new email. Pathfinder, you have pending vid calls.
Jal, I'm in the meeting room.
Right behind you, Ryder. Pulling up the message.
Jal Ahmad-Arav, you always were a short-sighted fool. Helping an outsider instead of your own people. You're unfit to bear your family's name.
Okay, this guy is really starting to piss me off.
He always was a Veshanon.
Vesha what?
Someone pleased with his own shit. We've never gotten along.
I'm still learning about Angara, but that sounded more personal than a childhood rivalry.
He's too smart to attack me directly. Aksul wants us to do something reckless. Let's not give him the satisfaction.
Still waiting to find that pirate hiding place, to get Varand and the damn data I passed her.
We'll talk later.
I know it.
Descent is green.
Coordinating. Path is calm.
So, you're not going to report me for doing business on Kadara, are you?
Business, Vetra? Weren't you busy on the ship the whole time?
You're a good one, Harper.
Let's do this!
On the move! This is the place. Ready?
On to the next one! So where's your mystery project?
Not far. Soil converter. No remnant terraformer, but it makes sandy dirt into something useful. Eventually. Add seeds, some rain, and you've got a garden.
That's right. You wanted a garden of your own.
It'll take years. I might not even see it. But that's okay. Asari think in centuries. Lay a foundation, then step away. Let it grow into something you might never expect. Pathfinder training was my foundation. Gave me a whole galaxy of directions I could go. I don't need someone else's plan. Just a good beginning. The first seeds of a garden. One I started with my friend.
What seeds do you have?
Desert flowers and grasses from across the Milky Way. Colors we don't even have names for. When they've prepared the ground, roses someday. Ready? 1, 2...
Ascent is go.
Leaving Atmo. All clear.
Giles said he wanted to see you.
Pathfinder, you have new email.
You more than anyone know how dangerous Axul is.
Why were they allowed to speak with him?
They aren't children anymore. We can't control their every move. You remember how you were.
Please, Jarl.
I'll bring them home.
Are you okay?
3 of my brothers and sisters have joined the Rokar. Axul has poisoned them with his hatred of aliens.
And your mothers want you to bring them back.
The Rokar have made camp at the Forge. Many consider it the birthplace of our civilization. Axul likely believes this bold move will create more fanatics for his cause. Ryder, he has my family. But I don't think I can do this alone.
You don't have to. Just tell me the time and place.
No hesitation. You are a good friend. I have a contact who's been monitoring the Rokar. I'll set up a rendezvous with her.